Alright, y'all. Hey, I'm here with another review. Alright. Real Housewives of New York, season 13, episode 7. Matter of fact, let me cut off my air conditioner, y'all. Hold on. Alright, I'm sorry. I didn't want it to be too loud. Anyway, so Real Housewives of New York, season 13, episode 7. I also want to tell y'all, after this, I will be doing and uploading my review of The Housewife and The Hustler, which is an ABC primetime news story that they just released on Hulu. If y'all don't know, on Erica Jane from The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and her husband Tom Girardi, and the nonsense that's going on with them. Y'all know she filed for divorce back in November. I'm going to do a review on that, and then I'm going to do a review on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So just letting y'all know if y'all are interested in that. So let's get to it. So this episode, not a lot happened. This is going to be a really short review. Not a lot happened. So I came in like 5 minutes late because I was doing something. So when I came in, because I recorded it, but when I started recording it, it was like 5 minutes into the show, and then I turned. But anyway, when I came in, they was doing, I guess, like their little pageant or whatever. I believe I came into Ramona doing her arm little thingies, doing something with her arms, you know, nice arms, Ramona. You're looking good. Okay. Then Ebony came and did a Sister Soldier poem. Like, I love Ebony. Lord knows I do. But sis, everything don't gotta be. Do you know what I mean? Like, anyway, so she came give her Sister Soldier a poem. And then Leah came down and did her little hoops, her hula hoops, but on her arms or whatever. Then Heather came out and did be aggressive, be aggressive. But she did it very aggressively. Yeah, like, yeah, wait, yeah, wow, like to leave frick me on me right now, cause Taurus sure #1. I transferred from Los Angeles, your school has no gymnastics team, this is a last resort. If you know, you know. Anyway, so then Heather comes out and I believe she mimes, I think. So they end up doing, you know, who won or whatever. I think it was like Ebony, then Lou, and then Leah won, and Leah was all happy. She was like, I'm so happy, you know, with everything going on with my grandma. I'm very, you know, it's just a lot, and you know, that guy knew absolutely nothing about what was going on, and I still won. And then Lou was like, no, I definitely rigged it, and I told him to make sure that she won because I wanted her to feel good. So I thought that was cute. So then, you know, in Leah's little acceptance speech, she apologizes to everybody for her behavior and said that, you know, she was sorry for how she acted, and, you know, but she really cares about all of them. So we get up the next morning, and Ramona and Lou are in the kitchen, and Ramona gets a text message from Leah that pretty much says that, you know, thank you guys for the weekend, but she left early because her grandma had passed away, I think at like 3 something in the morning. Let me say this. First of all, condolences to Leah and her family. Ramona did the fakest fucking cry. She was like, she died. Oh my gosh. This is tragic. This is tragic. That's like, calm down. Calm the fuck down, Rona. Calm down, girl. Okay, so and that's not for me making light of, you know, Leah's grandmother dying. It's just Ramona does the most all the fucking time. So then, you know, Ebony comes downstairs, all of the girls, they're at the table. You know, Ebony says she talked to Leah. Leah wasn't hysterical or anything like that. You know, of course she was hurt, but, you know, she just told her, you know, I feel like everything happens for a reason. She talks to them about, you know, her grandmother passing away, and, you know, how she doesn't necessarily want to see that, but she wants to be there for her mother. I get that. I get that. Okay. And so then she talks about how a woman had wrote her on Instagram not that long ago claiming to be her sister from her father. Now, Ebony does not know her father. Her mother doesn't even really know who her father is. And so she was like, you know, she kind of want to explore, you know, this situation. She was like, how do you know that you're my sister? She was like, you know, my grandma has always had a picture of you on her mantle, like my entire life, you know, and I've always had people tell me I have an older sister. So she's going to go down this road to see if she actually has a sister. I'm interested in this storyline for sure. So let me say this real fast. Hold on. Hold on real fast. Hold on real fast. Okay? You know how they be switching the little scenes and stuff like that, showing what the girls was doing throughout the day. So Ebony is sitting there. Tell me why I look up and I see my nigga Dustin motherfucking Ross. If y'all don't know, Dustin is from the Friend Zones podcast with Asante and the beautiful, 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 like nature smelling Fran. Okay, like I didn't even know that them two, that Ebony and him had a podcast together. But I think she said they was on episode 8, so it is obviously pretty new. So I'm gonna look that up. I really got my whole life when I seen that. I really almost broke my damn phone. I was so fucking excited when I seen him. Check out the Friend Zones podcast. Really, really, really good. So we go and we see Ramona. Ramona is meeting with this real estate broker. She pretty much wants to get into real estate. The guy's talking about how she needs to be sensitive and more careful about the things that, she says, like don't call it a master bedroom, call it, primary bedroom. Don't call it hers, call it theirs. And, I was like, I never really thought about that, but that makes sense, I guess, and Ramona was like, well, you know me in my mouth. Well, yeah, we know you in your mouth. So you're going to have a whole lot of learning to curb all of that, okay? So Leah, Ebony, and Sonya, they all meet up at the place that Leah normally goes boxing. They go there, whatever. And Leah and Ebony pretty much talk about how they feel like Sonya is like constantly picked on a little bit by Lou and Ramona. I can kind of agree. Ooh, that's terrible to say. Okay, I was about to say something really mean. Yes. This is what I was going to say. I'm going to just say it. They do, because Sonya makes it easy, but that doesn't make it right. That makes it even more wrong that they do it. You know what I mean? And what I mean it's easier, because a lot of times this is behind Sonya being drunk a lot of times. So not to say that it's okay, but I do agree with them to a degree that she has to stand up for herself. But at the same time, we all know that she has to get her drinking under control. And I've already told y'all how I feel about that. So, Sonya gets in there and, she starts beating a guy up, get all of that frustration out. So then it's voting day, okay? So it's Ebony election party and her friend, damn it, she said her friend's name 15 times because is it Natalie? Natalie or Nicole? I'm going to call her Miss N, but she was beautiful, beautiful black woman that was there. And then Lou came, Leah came. I don't know what the hell Leah was wearing. And then Sonya ends up coming. So first of all, Leah, you need to get your dog. This is exactly why people always try to come for other people with dogs, because they see people like you with their dogs and be like, ooh, do you be letting your dog do this? I would smack. My dog knows better than to ever in his life climb on any table. I can't even say that because then Peter will come for me. He know not to get on that. You need to, what? And I do, and people might say that it's not true, but Ebony was like, the only reason my dog is doing this now is because your dog is doing that. Now, that can sometimes be true. My dog wasn't there because I'll smack him. But if you're not paying attention enough, then your dog will be like, oh, he's doing this. So, oh, okay, that must be that it's okay for me to do it. No, it's not. Get your dog together, Leah, okay? So Ramona is not coming because, like everybody else, she was just so scared, that depending on the election results, everybody was going to tear shit up. And that's why everything in New York and across the damn fucking United States of America, everything was boarded up and nothing ended up happening anyway. So, yeah, so I think they said she was in Long Island or something like that. And Leah made up a good point. Leah was like, girl, you live in a high-rise apartment building with the whole doorman. I'm pretty sure you were going to be fine. Exactly. Ain't nobody worried about you, Ramona. Even if somebody was going to tear some shit up like they have in the past, wasn't nobody coming for you, girl. Nobody cares. Oh, headache. We all know why she really didn't come. Let's be real. We already know why she didn't come. So they call Ramona or whatever, and Ramona said that, she'll come to Ebony's party because Ebony is going to have like a speakeasy in Harlem. She talks about how much she loves Harlem. Harlem it's amazing. It's an amazing, she's not lying. It is an amazing place. So much culture. A lot of things have been birthed from Harlem, period. Like, so much. And I'm talking about pre-gentrification Harlem. But anyway, so so Ramona said that she'll come. So now Leah's sister, because Leah's sister came as well. Leah's sisters talk about how she was like, I think Ramona is fake at the end of the day. So Sonia jumps in. She was like, she is fake. Because y'all know at this point she done had a couple drinks. She is fake, okay? I don't like two-faced people, okay? Why did she post a picture with Ebony, huh? Why does she do that? Because Emily's like, she's been nice to me. She's like, why she post a picture with you? I've never been on her Instagram before. And then you want to know who also she put on there? Bershawn, another one of her friends. And then Ebony was like, so hold on. Are y'all trying to say that y'all feel like Ramona is posting rapid fire pictures of black women to somehow prove that she ain't racist? And all of them in conference was like, yes. Lou said, yep. Tony said, yep. Lee said, yep. I said, yep. Like, we all know as the viewers where Ramona interest probably lie. It probably lies with Trump and them, because allegedly that's where she was the last reunion. You know, when we was talking about the whole COVID protocol and stuff, she was allegedly in Mar-a-Lago having a fun time. So that's really why she does that. Facts of the matter. And that's why she didn't want to be around. She didn't want to be around y'all because she didn't want to have to pretty much talk about who she stands behind. That's why next week, which I don't want to talk about politics, because you don't want to be steadfast in who it is that you're supporting, because you know that man is trash at the end of the day, and you don't want to be associated with trash, but you're associating yourself with trash, if that makes sense. You get what I'm saying? Anyway, so Sonia is like going off or whatever about Ramona, because of course she's drunk as hell. And then Lou ends up leaving because of course she's getting triggered by the whole situation. Somebody really needs to have an intervention with Sonia, like ASAP, okay? But yeah, that was the episode, y'all. Nothing, like I said, not a lot happened this episode. So I'll be back. I think next week should be a little bit more spicy. So like I said, look out for my video about to put up next about Tom and Erica, and y'all, it gets intense. I didn't know, because I don't pay attention to the Real Housewives like that outside of the show. I really do not pay attention to them, so I had no idea any of this was going on. Crazy. I'm bye.